Disrespect is a universal experience in our daily lives, manifesting in various forms: dismissive comments, rude behavior, or passive-aggressive remarks. These encounters can occur in various settings, from workplaces to social gatherings, and can leave us feeling frustrated, hurt, or angry. In a world where interactions are often polarized, learning how to handle these situations with grace is essential for maintaining our mental well-being. Disrespect can undermine our confidence, disturb our peace, and even affect our relationships. This is where Stoicism, an ancient philosophy rooted in resilience and rationality, offers profound insights and practical strategies to effectively navigate disrespectful encounters. Stoicism teaches us that while we cannot control the actions of others, we can control our reactions. It encourages us to cultivate an inner fortress of strength and composure, enabling us to respond to life's challenges with dignity. Through the teachings of Stoics like Epictetus, Marcus Aurelius, and Seneca, we learn the importance of accepting reality, exercising rational thought, and fostering emotional resilience. This piece will delve into key Stoic principles and provide practical strategies for navigating disrespect, ultimately empowering us to respond with dignity and composure. As we explore these concepts, we will incorporate real-life examples, practical exercises, and reflections to deepen our understanding. By applying these Stoic principles, we can transform our experiences of disrespect into opportunities for personal growth, leading to improved emotional well-being and healthier relationships. 1. Accept reality. Acceptance is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. As Epictetus famously stated, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This principle encourages us to recognize that we cannot change the disrespectful actions of others, but we can control our own responses. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, emphasizes the importance of accepting the present moment, suggesting that resistance to reality only breeds frustration and suffering. Acceptance does not imply passivity. Rather, it empowers us to acknowledge our feelings and the reality of the situation without allowing them to dictate our responses. This approach requires a deep understanding of what is within our control and what is not. In doing so, we free ourselves from the burden of trying to control that which is beyond our control, a vital aspect of Stoic wisdom. Engaging in mindfulness can help us recognize our feelings in the moment. Techniques such as deep breathing, meditation, or even a simple body scan can ground us when faced with disrespect. By becoming aware of our emotional responses, we create space between stimulus and reaction. Mindfulness allows us to observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment, enabling us to respond instead of react. Writing about our experiences can provide clarity. Consider noting instances of disrespect and reflecting on your emotional responses and choices. This process can help identify patterns in our reactions and illuminate areas for growth. Journaling can also serve as a tool for emotional processing, allowing us to express frustrations and gain perspective. When faced with disrespect, consciously reframe your thoughts. Instead of thinking, "This person is rude," consider, "This person may be having a difficult day." Reframing allows us to detach from the immediate emotional response and fosters a sense of understanding. By shifting our perspective, we can approach the situation with empathy rather than hostility. Imagine a scenario where a colleague openly criticizes your work in front of others during a meeting. Instead of reacting defensively, take a moment to breathe and observe your feelings. Acknowledging the discomfort allows you to choose a measured response rather than an impulsive one. You might say, "I appreciate your feedback. Let's discuss this further after the meeting." In practice, acceptance can be seen in how we deal with unexpected events. For instance, If you receive a rude email from a client, instead of taking it personally, acknowledge that the client may be under stress or pressure. By reframing the situation, you can choose to respond with understanding, perhaps addressing their concerns calmly rather than retaliating. Furthermore, consider the practice of negative visualization, a Stoic exercise where you imagine worst-case scenarios. This technique can help you prepare mentally for potential disrespect and cultivate a sense of acceptance. By envisioning how you would handle a disrespectful encounter, you strengthen your ability to remain composed when such situations arise. Another method to practice acceptance is through gratitude exercises. Reflect on the positive aspects of your life and the lessons learned from challenging interactions. By focusing on gratitude, you can shift your mindset, frustration to appreciation, fostering a more positive outlook when faced with disrespect. 2. Cultivate inner strength. Inner strength is essential in Stoicism. It refers to the resilience and fortitude to withstand external challenges, including disrespect. Cultivating this strength helps us remain steadfast in our values and beliefs. The Stoics believed that true strength comes from within, and that by developing our character, we become more equipped to face life's adversities. This inner fortitude is what allows us to maintain our composure in the face of disrespect and to respond in ways that align with our values. Start each day with positive affirmations that reinforce your self-worth and capabilities. For example, recite phrases such as, "I am resilient," or "I respond to challenges with grace." Affirmations can reshape our mindset and bolster our confidence. Seek out physical or mental challenges that push your limits. This could include taking up a new exercise regimen, learning a new skill, or facing a fear. Each challenge conquered reinforces our sense of self-efficacy and prepares us for future encounters with disrespect. Embracing challenges helps build resilience, making us better equipped to handle adversity. Surrounding yourself with supportive friends and mentors can enhance your inner strength. Engage in conversations that uplift you and provide constructive feedback. Recognizing that you are not alone in facing challenges can empower you to stand firm against disrespect. Connecting with others who share similar values can create a sense of community and accountability. Nelson Mandela exemplified inner strength during his 27 years in prison. Despite facing immense disrespect and oppression, he emerged with a strong sense of purpose and forgiveness. Mandela's ability to maintain his dignity and focus on reconciliation rather than revenge serves as an inspiring example of how cultivating inner strength can lead to transformative outcomes. Moreover, consider the story of Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and psychiatrist who wrote Man's Search for Meaning. Frankl emphasized the importance of finding meaning in suffering. Even in the most degrading and dehumanizing circumstances, he maintained his inner strength by focusing on his values and purpose. His journey teaches us that even when faced with profound disrespect and adversity, we can cultivate resilience by holding on to our inner convictions and striving for personal growth. Another powerful example is that of Malala Yousafzai, who stood up against the Taliban's oppression of girls' education in Pakistan. Despite facing life-threatening violence, her commitment to her cause and her inner strength propelled her to become a global advocate for education. Her story exemplifies how cultivating inner strength can empower individuals to respond to disrespect and injustice with courage and determination. To actively cultivate inner strength, consider practicing Stoic exercises, such as the view from above. This involves mentally rising above your current situation and viewing it from a broader perspective. This practice can help you detach from immediate frustrations and reinforce your sense of purpose and resilience. 3. Use logic over emotion. Stoicism teaches us to prioritize rational thought over emotional reactions. Emotions can cloud our judgment and lead to impulsive responses that we may later regret. By stepping back and analyzing situations logically, we can respond more effectively to disrespect. The Stoics believed that by employing reason, we can achieve a state of equanimity and clarity. This balance allows us to assess situations without being overwhelmed by our emotions. Before reacting, take a moment to consider the implications of your response. This pause can prevent impulsive reactions and create space for more thoughtful responses. Implement a personal rule to count to 5 before replying to provocative comments. This simple practice can help you maintain control over your responses. Ask yourself questions to clarify your thoughts. What evidence supports my feelings? Is my reaction proportional to the situation? This method encourages critical thinking and can lead to more rational responses. By challenging our thoughts, we can gain clarity and insight into our emotional responses. Be mindful of cognitive distortions, such as catastrophizing or overgeneralization. Recognizing these patterns can help ground your thoughts and lead to a more balanced perspective. Cognitive distortions can exacerbate feelings of disrespect and lead to unnecessary emotional turmoil. In a heated argument, instead of retaliating with hurtful remarks, consider how your response aligns with your values. By employing logic, you can choose a response that reflects maturity and self-control. For instance, if someone insults you, reframing the situation through logical questioning might lead you to respond with, "I understand. You're upset. Let's talk about this calmly." This approach not only diffuses tension but also showcases your emotional intelligence. An example from history can be drawn from the life of Abraham Lincoln. Known for his ability to remain calm under pressure, Lincoln often faced intense criticism. When insults were hurled at him, he would take time to reflect before responding, often choosing to respond with humor or humility rather than anger. His rational approach allowed him to maintain his integrity and effectively lead the nation through tumultuous times. In addition, consider practicing thought-stopping techniques. When you notice yourself spiraling into negative emotional reactions, use a physical cue, like snapping a rubber band on your wrist, to interrupt that pattern. This can help reset your emotional state, allowing you to approach the situation with a more logical frame of mind. Another effective strategy is to engage in analytical journaling. After a disrespectful encounter, write down what happened and analyze your emotional response. Break down the situation logically. What triggered your emotional reaction? How could you have approached it differently? This reflective practice can enhance your ability to respond logically in future encounters. Fourth, practice detachment. Emotional detachment allows us to rise above disrespectful actions. It does not mean becoming cold or indifferent. Rather, it involves maintaining perspective and not taking things personally. The Stoics believed that by detaching ourselves from the opinions of others, we can maintain our autonomy and peace of mind. This emotional distance enables us to respond to disrespect without being overwhelmed by negative emotions. Imagine stepping back from the situation to gain perspective. Visualize the interaction as a scene in a play, which can help reduce its emotional weight. This technique encourages you to view the situation objectively rather than subjectively. Remind yourself of your core values and let them guide your reactions rather than the provocations of others. When faced with disrespect, ask yourself, what would my values dictate in this situation? This reflection can help you respond in alignment with who you truly are. Cultivate a mindset of non-attachment to external validation. Recognize that others' opinions do not define your worth. This practice fosters resilience and empowers you to navigate disrespect with grace. By focusing on your internal sense of self-worth, you can remain unaffected by external negativity. Consider a situation where someone insults you during a social gathering. Instead of internalizing the comment, visualize it as a reflection of their character rather than a statement about your worth. This perspective can help you remain calm and composed. You might respond with a light-hearted comment or simply choose to walk away, preserving your dignity. This practice of detachment is illustrated beautifully in the teachings of Marcus Aurelius. He often reflected on the transient nature of life and the opinions of others. By reminding himself that external judgments are fleeting and often rooted in ignorance, he cultivated a sense of inner peace that was impervious to the disrespect of others. Additionally, consider the Stoic practice of premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. This involves envisioning potential disrespectful encounters before they happen. By mentally preparing yourself for possible disrespect, you can practice detachment in advance, allowing you to respond with equanimity when faced with the actual situation. Another effective method is to engage in mindfulness meditation focused on detaching from thoughts. Sit quietly and observe your thoughts without judgment. This practice can help you recognize that thoughts of disrespect or criticism do not define your identity, allowing you to cultivate a sense of detachment from external opinions. 5. Find common humanity. Stoicism encourages us to recognize our shared humanity. Understanding that everyone has their struggles can foster empathy and compassion, even toward those who disrespect us. The Stoics believed that by acknowledging our interconnectedness, we can cultivate a sense of compassion that transcends individual grievances. This perspective allows us to respond to disrespect with understanding rather than anger. Practice putting yourself in the shoes of others. Recognize that their disrespect may stem from their own insecurities or challenges. Engage in reflective practices where you consciously consider the other person's perspective. This exercise can promote a sense of connection and empathy. Engage in meditation focused on sending compassion to those who have wronged you. Visualization practices where you envision sending kindness and understanding to the individual can promote emotional healing. This practice helps shift your mindset from resentment to compassion. Cultivating gratitude for the positive aspects of your life can shift your focus away from negativity. Regularly acknowledge what you appreciate, fostering a mindset that is less impacted by disrespectful behavior. Gratitude can serve as a powerful antidote to feelings of disrespect and allow you to maintain a positive outlook. Reflect on a time when someone was rude to you. By considering their potential struggles, such as stress or personal issues, you might find it easier to respond with understanding rather than anger. For instance, if a customer is rude to you at work, remember that they may be dealing with their own frustrations. Responding with kindness can diffuse the situation and foster a more positive interaction. The concept of common humanity is beautifully illustrated in the teachings of the Dalai Lama, who often emphasizes the importance of compassion and understanding. He reminds us that we all share a common desire for happiness and a lack of suffering. By tapping into this shared experience, we can approach others with kindness, even when they act disrespectfully. To further cultivate common humanity, consider engaging in community service or volunteering. Helping others can enhance your sense of empathy and remind you of the challenges that many people face. This practice can foster a deeper connection to the shared human experience, reinforcing the Stoic belief in compassion and understanding. Practice active listening in your interactions. When someone expresses their frustrations or discontent, listen without interrupting. This practice can help you understand their perspective and respond with empathy reinforcing the sense of common humanity. 6. Choose silence. Silence can be a powerful response to disrespect. Rather than reacting immediately, choosing silence allows us to gather our thoughts and diffuse tension. The Stoics recognize the value of measured responses and the power of restraint. By choosing silence, we create an opportunity for introspection and thoughtful engagement. Establish a rule to remain silent for a set time before responding to provocative comments. This practice can create a buffer that prevents knee-jerk reactions and promotes thoughtful responses. Silence can sometimes speak louder than words, allowing you to convey strength and composure. Practice breathing techniques to cultivate calmness. Deep, intentional breaths can center your thoughts and emotions, allowing you to approach the situation with clarity. Mindful breathing can help reduce anxiety and promote emotional stability. After encountering disrespect, jot down your thoughts and feelings. Reflecting on the experience can help you process your emotions and prepare for future encounters. Journaling can serve as a valuable tool for self-reflection and emotional processing. During a heated meeting, a team member criticizes your idea harshly. Instead of immediately defending yourself, take a deep breath and remain silent for a moment. This pause can de-escalate the situation and give you time to formulate a thoughtful response. You might say, "I appreciate your input. Let's explore this further." This approach not only demonstrates professionalism, but also shows that you value constructive dialogue. Choosing silence allows you to maintain control over your emotions and responses. By taking a moment to reflect, you can respond in a way that aligns with your values and fosters a more productive conversation. Historical figures like Socrates often employed silence to prompt reflection in others, allowing them to reconsider their statements or actions, thereby fostering a more thoughtful dialogue. Additionally, you might practice mindful moments of silence throughout your day. For example, during stressful situations, take a few moments to breathe and center yourself before responding. This practice can help you cultivate a habit of responding thoughtfully rather than reactively. 7. Reflect on your values. Knowing and reflecting on our values is crucial in navigating disrespect. When we act in alignment with our core principles, we are less swayed by external negativity. The Stoics emphasized the importance of understanding what truly matters to us, as this knowledge acts as a guiding compass in our interactions. Reflecting on our values helps us maintain a strong sense of self and purpose. Regularly assess your values to ensure they reflect what truly matters to you. Write them down and revisit them often. Consider how your actions align with these values in your daily life. This practice can help reinforce your commitment to living authentically. Create a mission statement that encapsulates your values and guides your actions, especially in challenging situations. This statement can serve as a reminder of your purpose and priorities. A well-defined mission statement can provide clarity and direction in the face of adversity. Spend time on activities that resonate with your values, whether through volunteering, pursuing hobbies, or connecting with like-minded individuals. Engaging in meaningful pursuits reinforces your commitment to your values. Consider a time when you faced a disrespectful comment that contradicted your values. By reflecting on your commitment to integrity or kindness, you can choose a response that aligns with who you are, rather than reacting impulsively. For instance, if someone makes a derogatory comment about a colleague, you might respond by highlighting the colleague's strengths, reinforcing your values of respect and support. The importance of values can be observed in the life of Martin Luther King Jr., who consistently reflected on his commitment to nonviolence and justice. His adherence to these values guided his responses to disrespect and oppression, allowing him to lead a movement grounded in dignity and respect, even in the face of extreme adversity. To reinforce your values, consider engaging in values clarification exercises. These can include writing exercises that prompt you to articulate your core values, how they influence your decisions, and how you can uphold them in challenging situations. Additionally, discussing your values with trusted friends or mentors can provide insights and accountability. 8. Engage in self-improvement. Continuous self-improvement enhances our resilience against disrespect. By focusing on personal growth, we build confidence and a stronger sense of self. The Stoics believed that the journey of self-improvement is a lifelong endeavor that enriches our character. By committing to personal growth, we equip ourselves with the tools to handle adversity with grace. Commit to ongoing education, whether through formal classes, reading, or skill development. Embrace opportunities to broaden your knowledge and perspectives. Lifelong learning fosters adaptability and resilience, allowing you to respond thoughtfully to challenges. Establish personal and professional goals that challenge you and foster growth, helping you become more resilient. Break these goals into manageable steps to track your progress. Goal setting creates a sense of purpose and direction in your life. Regularly engage in self-reflection to assess your progress and identify areas for improvement. Consider journaling about your experiences, challenges, and successes. Self-reflection promotes self-awareness and helps you stay aligned with your values. Reflect on a journey of self-improvement you undertook, such as learning a new skill or engaging in a fitness program. The confidence gained from mastering that skill or achieving your fitness goals can provide a buffer against negative comments from others, reinforcing your self-worth. For instance, if someone criticizes your performance at work, remind yourself of the skills you've developed and the value you bring to the team. Consider the example of Thomas Edison, who faced numerous failures in his pursuit of inventing the light bulb. Instead of succumbing to disrespect or doubt, he viewed each setback as a learning opportunity. His relentless pursuit of improvement and innovation ultimately led to transformative inventions that changed the world. By embracing self-improvement, we can transform challenges into stepping stones for personal growth. To further engage in self-improvement, consider joining personal development groups or workshops. Surrounding yourself with individuals committed to growth can provide motivation and accountability. Additionally, seek out feedback from trusted colleagues or mentors to identify areas for improvement. Participating in public speaking or communication courses can also enhance your ability to respond confidently to disrespect. Consider participating in a local or online Stoic community. Engaging in discussions about how to apply Stoic principles in daily life can deepen your understanding and provide practical insights. Additionally, volunteering at a local shelter or organization can help you connect with others and foster a sense of shared humanity. Furthermore, attending workshops or retreats focused on Stoicism can provide immersive experiences that deepen your understanding of the philosophy. These gatherings often create opportunities for meaningful connections with like-minded individuals, enhancing your personal growth. Navigating disrespect is a challenging yet essential aspect of life. By embracing Stoic principles, we can cultivate resilience, emotional intelligence, and a profound sense of self-worth. The strategies discussed, acceptance, inner strength, rational thinking, detachment, empathy, silence, reflection on values, self-improvement, engagement with Stoic texts, and community building empower us to respond with dignity and grace. By practicing these principles, we not only enhance our emotional well-being, but also contribute to a more respectful and compassionate environment for ourselves and those around us. As we integrate these Stoic teachings into our daily lives, we cultivate a mindset that not only withstands disrespect, but also transforms it into an opportunity for growth and understanding. In a world where negativity and conflict are prevalent, the wisdom of Stoicism serves as a guiding light, reminding us that our responses define us far more than the actions of others.